Got the engine on the bench. Let's tear it down. Man, I see these engine builders, all these fancy engine stands. Like, those are cool, but I just like being able to do that with my engine. Just turn it around. Grab it, angle it, I don't know. Stick a wooden block underneath it. Just old school. It's the way I learned, and I can't get away from it. Let's go. So, I had it sitting in the chassis all convenient, and I forgot to drain that milky oil. Now I gotta balance it on this bucket, or just leak oil everywhere. So we're gonna balance it on the bucket. Dang it. That's what happens. Oh yeah, that's pretty watery. Vent it. Gross. Definitely sounds like a fat guy in a porta potty. Yuck. Man, does everybody get to round off the screws? Look at that thing. Who did that?
Well, you can buy more.
I know, but I gotta get that one out. Who did this? I gotta get that out of there. That's just rude. Okay, that's super stripped. So now we got some algebra. We have number 3 hex. It's a 1/4 inch square, 3/8 adapter, 3/8 to 1/2 adapter, to impact driver to BFH equals extraction. Let's break it. Whack this bitch. Piece of shit. So this hex drive, the square drive thing is fucked up from using it like this, so it won't hold. Really makes it inconvenient, but give it hell. Okay, so here we go. Got the flywheel off, got the stator off. All right, Weston, what are we about to do?
We're gonna tear this engine out. We're gonna take the cylinder head off and the cylinder off.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
We're about to pull this cylinder head off. Go for it. Wiggle it. Just give it a little wiggle. Back and forth, back and forth. What's this?
And it's goopy and oily.
Put the top of that piston.
But the top of that piston
is definitely a Wiseco piston. Top of the head looks good. Oh, see no chunks of aluminum beat up in there. Let's head gasket on. Well, I didn't say that. Now let's crank that board out. Yeah, there's definitely some 4 corners. Definitely out of round. Got the marks on 4 corners, indicating that this cylinder is very oval. We're gonna send it out and get it bored.
We're gonna take the cylinder off.
I'm ready?
Ready. Where the Raja? Dad, I said don't put it on the rack because then you still need to clean it. I'm trying to clean it.
Hot rods. We're checking this out. That's good. We're looking spode. Oh man, that is just gross, isn't that?
Yeah.
Come on, spodes. They're running.
But they should have took care of it.
Blown water pump that long.
Why didn't they want to just say it to us and then sell it first to us, and then we'll figure this out sooner?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, I got some rusty stuff to deal with. Let's get it.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Why is this so dirty? It's just because they should have taken more care of this.
There we go.
I'm the doctor. Ring, ding, 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 ding. That's good.
Okay, we got all this apart and just checking it out, and it's super gross in here. Oh my gosh.
But there's no diamond dowels.
Alignment dowels.
There's no alignment
So
dowels.
pulled the case cover off, and there's supposed to be an alignment dowel there and an
There.
alignment dowel there,
And
and they are missing. So there's a bunch of this blue weird silicone on there, and I wonder if it was leaking because those weren't there. Like, they put those there for a reason, so that the case cover wouldn't shift side to side, up and down. Why wouldn't you put the... Anyway, so we need dowel pins.
Dad, look at this.
Okay, here she is. She's split. That didn't come apart as easy as most do. Mainly because it was pretty gooey, and these shafts were stuck in those bearings pretty good. We got a lot of work to do with this old girl. A lot of cleaning up to do. Like this kind of stuff here. And then there was this. This was kind of stuck because of the corrosion that's in there. It's all gonna have to get cleaned off. Everything is just covered in the nastiest goo. Yeah.
Daddy,
Here we go.
I got wrapped.
All right, Dirt Bike TV. A while back, you shared a tool that pulled these alignment dowel pins out in Motion Pro. And then I shared on my personal account this tool. Like I said, this came off the Snap-on truck. I got it about 10 years ago. It works with these collets. You got different sizes. The advantage to your Motion Pro one is mine only does even numbers. And my last video I did this, it was on a Suzuki. And Suzuki's, if you know, uses odd size alignment dowels. So rather than a 10, they'll use an 11. Why? I don't know. Rather than an 8, they'll use a 7. I don't know. So my tool is useless for them. But we're working on this kx250 here. You just slide this down. The way this works, actually, is this threads onto the shaft, and then this slides over it, and then this nut tightens it down. It's like a Bridgeport mill. Reef this down on there. And then pull it right out. Best $350 I ever spent. Okay, cases are all split. Cranks out of there. Gonna get this old gasket material off. And I've never done this before, but I'm gonna do it this way this time. I'm gonna take this out and power wash it before I stick it in my parts tank, because that's a lot of crap that I don't really just think I need it in my parts tank. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Cases are power washed. We got them in the parts tank. We're gonna clean them up and see what's salvageable, eh? Right?
Right.
All right, let's clean these things up. Let's do it. Okay, stripping these cases down, getting the bearings out, because obviously these are wasted. That's why you don't leave water in there for so long, I suppose. But anyway, driving bearings out, and this is my bearing seal driver set. And those are not my initials. Mine are CF. That's LC. Ironically, that's not his initials either. But Lauren C gave me these. And that man forgot more about motorcycles than anybody will ever know. He taught me a lot. He gave me this kit, and I think about him every time I use it. Thanks, LC. In case you're wondering what victory looks like, it's getting a screw out with a left-handed drill bit and not having to get the easy out. Winning! And we didn't get so lucky with this guy right here. We didn't get so lucky with this one. We're gonna be drilling that guy out. It's not in the center. That's gonna be fun. And that's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah.
She's out of there. Okay, we've drove all the bearings out that we can. And then when you come across a bearing like this, you can't drive it through the case. So you need a blind bearing puller. And this just goes in the hole and expands. Slide hammer it out. Let's go. it in there. So now our cases are stripped. But now we can finish these cases while we wait for the parts. Let's get it.